elevator pitch. It was created to infuse innovation and to present and share ideas to the thousands of Mosdos in Klal Yisrael. There are 6 presentations. The winner is going to win $10,000, $5,000 for the idea, for the Mosd, and $5,000 for the individual. He gets credit too. He thought of the idea. He gets $5,000. Now here are the guidelines. Each contestant has up to 2 minutes. These panelists understand the power of time, and 120 seconds is what you got. After each presentation, the judges will have a few minutes, up to 5 minutes, to ask each contestant who's going to stand in that yellow circle, yellow-green circle, and to ask questions, and they'll be able to make the concept shine, or they may have to defend the concept, because the judges will be able to ask any questions they wish. The judges are going to be marking and grading each presentation on 3 points. Remember, like from Color War, right? You know, the scenery and the presentation. Here, it has, but this is no game. It's no joke. Innovation, they're going to be graded for innovation 1 through 5, 5 being 5-star, 5 being the best. How practical the idea is, and how scalable. Is it an idea that could really help Klal Yisrael in a major way? After all 5 presentations, we will announce the winner. And the contestants, Rabbi Tzvi Soroka about a mentoring program, Rabbi Binyamin Plotzker, Torah Review Center, Rabbi Yitzchok Gottdiener, Mayadim can be a real Zman Simchasenu, Rabbi Yaakov Nadel, empowering our youth in the digital age, Rabbi Shraga Freedman from the Living Kiddush Hashem Foundation, and Rabbi Moshe Bernstein about celebrate simchas, not expenses. With that, we're going to call up our first contestant, Rabbi Tzvi Soroka, about the mentoring program. Do we have the clock? Okay, the clock doesn't start till he's ready. Okay, Rabbi Tzvi, are you ready?
Ready to roll.
Okay, Ron.
In all likelihood, because you're very successful, you actually currently mentor somebody right now. Anybody who was ever matzliach in life, had an older counselor, an older bacher, somebody that looked up to that had a tremendous impact on them. We invest in kids. We have minimal costs, huge dividends. In the 5 towns for Rockaway, we set up hundreds of kids who became productive, healthy citizens. Any good Rebbe on the other side of that mechitza, Manal, and probably you can look at a kid in shul and tell me where they're going to be in a complicated situation, complex, at risk, in a couple years from now. Can't read, he's involved in the schmutz, whatever he's involved in. We have a man on the ground, knows what he's up to. We do it very discreetly in a chavrusa setting, in a yeshiva, in a shul. We follow them, we screen, we canvass all the yeshivas. They come to us. We invest with them for many years. Many of the kids that we have mentored are mentoring for us now. I've done this in many cities. Cleveland, Los Angeles, Boca, help set up other cities do the same thing. Essentially, it's an older chavrusa, a mentor, somebody who cares and makes a difference in the kid's life. Baruch Hashem, we have been able to break the cycle of dysfunction in many families and produce very healthy, successful kids. Minimal investment, low cost, easy to run, very cheap, gets it done, and it is under the guise of a regular chavrusa relationship. Any questions?
Nice. You can close the clock. Excellent.
I'll start again. Was anybody...
Is this a new organization or something you innovated?
I run an organization essentially based in 5 towns for Rockaway. We set up kids with mentors. We affect our lives. We produce happy, healthy kids across the United States.
How?
We pay everybody. This is not volunteer. We pay everybody. We negotiate with the parents. We follow them through. And Baruch Hashem, we're thriving very quietly.
So how does so you go to the schools and you offer?
It used to be that I used to canvass the schools looking for customers. Baruch Hashem was so successful, they come to me. I have a man in every yeshiva that works for us that has eyes on what's going on. We have supervisors and coordinators.
And they're mentors. They learn
They're
with them.
mentoring the kids through the guise of a chavrusa shop. We encourage them to go out to concerts, to ball games.
How many mentors do you have?
We have hundreds of mentors. There's a sliding scale, negotiating, depends if somebody's married or a bacher. We find that the bachrim are even more successful than the married guys because they have more time, they do more fun things. But we have a sliding scale. I have mentors in their 80s, mentors in their 20s.
What's the budget?
The budget's about $1 million a year, but we operate locally. People call me up all the time to operate in other cities also. If I had more, I'd train more cities. and more kids all over the
What will
place.
you do if you get $10,000?
Pardon?
What will you do if you get more dollars? What will you do with that money?
Well, $5,000 I'll go straight out to eat right now. And the other 5, we can maybe give a little more time to other cities and get them off the ground.
Any other questions?
I want to mention one more thing, by the way. I'm in a room, and I'll talk very slowly because I don't know if I'm on the clock anymore. But I know many people in this room who know somebody very close to them is currently being mentored by us, including the panelists, and they have no idea that we're doing it because we do it so quietly. If you walk into any random shul-based madrash or yeshiva, you see somebody learning with a boy, and he's smiling, having a good time. His Rebbe sees he's making a difference. It makes the family better, the parents happier. We're changing generations, and most of us don't even know about it.
Big thank you to Dovi Soroka, our first contestant. We now call up Rabbi Binyamin Plotzker of the Torah Review Center. Please come up. Clock did not start yet. Rabbi Binyamin, tell me when you're ready. Ready?
Good afternoon. Gentlemen, there is a problem. Children are struggling in school, and this problem can result in further challenges as they mature. Additionally, every class has students that have no one suitable at home to do proper review with them. We have a solution. Technology talks. With the Shmuel Kamenetsky's haskama and encouragement, Torah Review Center was born. Torah Review Center is a visually engaging and enjoyable platform for usage by Rabbeim, parents, and students in the classroom and at home, usable all around the world. Through interactive videos and review games, the learning comes to life and is exciting with students enjoying success. Feedback from Rabbeim, parents, and students for our beta testing is extremely positive. Presently, we have on 2 core prakim taught in yeshivas, Parak Elam Metzias and Akaines, along with an extensive Yiddish Klal curriculum, and we're greatly looking to expand. We want to add more content. We want to add additional prakim, mishnayos, chumash, more styles, interactive worksheets, embedded questions, badges, certificates, more demographics, a Sephardi track, a Havara Sfardit track, a special ed track, and a track for girls. We do have a promo video if you'd like to see it. Your gift of $10,000 will enable us to finish Parak HaKaines with the dedication and allow thousands of students worldwide to enjoy success. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Questions?
I always feel that the more technology we're giving our kids today, the more they're becoming dependent on it. What happened to the old-fashioned, sat there with the Gemara, with the finger, on the thing? Is that not working anymore?
It works for some. It doesn't work for all. We know that there's a tremendous drive and magnetism towards technology. Not that we encourage it, but at the same time, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu put that tool into the world, Rabbi Shmuel told us you have to use it accordingly and save children.
Any other questions? Yeshikoyach Rabbi Plotzker. We now call up our third contestant, Rabbi Yitzchok Gottdiener, about Moyadim can be a real Zman Simchas. Rabbi Gottdiener, a hand. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I brought my own clock, just give me a second.
Okay, learn from the pros.
I can't look there and at my paper at the same time.
Okay. Ready?
But Reuven Wolf said, you have to think big in Klal Yisrael. So when we were kids growing up, Simchas Torah was a paradox. We thought to ourselves, how could we be happy on Simchas Torah if the next day we were going back to Cheder? Good kasha. Today, Baruch Hashem, the kids are much happier to go to Cheder, so they don't have a problem. I feel the ones that have a problem are the Rebbeim. They are nebuch depressed. The Square Rebbe told me, a Rebbe in Yeshiva is not a businessman. Where is he supposed to get extra money when there's a bump in the road, when there's a simcha, when there's a bar mitzvah, and especially when it comes to Yom Tovim? Baruch Hashem at Vodaath, with the leadership of Reisman, Shlita, and other Rosh Yeshivas, we're dealing with all of this. But the Rebbe, he started off the beginning of his man, He settled his new class, but already he's thinking what's going to be with Sukkot, what's going to be Rosh Hashanah, what's going to be with the Arba Minim. I've looked around, and I've seen many Mosdos of Torah are dealing with it in terms of the Chasana Fund, which we spoke about at this convention many years ago, and they're dealing with it with other simchas. But Sukkot and Yom Noraim have a lot of expenses, and it doesn't seem to be that people understand that that's the Menuchas HaNefesh of the Rebbe. Begin the school year, and he should know when he walks in the door at the beginning of Elul, don't worry, call for 40 Yom Tovim, people will step up to the plate, and you're going to get a certain sum of money. Our Rebbeim received before Yom Tov almost $3,000. They had to work
20 seconds.
Almost $3,000 each. Okay, they had to work on Isser Chag. I asked a different Rebbe in a different yeshiva. He says, we got $600 in Isser Chag off. Now I ask you, which one of those people were happier? I think in order for it to be a real Zman Simchasenu, we need to create a fund.
Yashikaya. Now we turn to the judges for questions. Okay. Yashikaya. Again, the judges are Shkoyach, Rabbi Gottdiener. The judges are marking it. We now turn to our fourth contestant, Rabbi Yaakov Nadel from Guard Your Eyes on empowering our youth in the digital age. Special hand, Rabbi Yaakov Nadel from Hertzka. Okay, Rabbi Yaakov, you ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
Shalom Aleichem. For the last 17 years, Guard Your Eyes has been helping tens of thousands of Yidden to overcome inappropriate internet usage. But today I'm not here to talk about intervention. I'd like to talk about prevention. We're facing an unprecedented challenge with our youth today. Let's face it, almost every frum team can access almost anything online. And this is pulling down our boys in ways you can't imagine. The self-loathing that they feel, the shame, and it affects their development, and then leading into shidduchim and marriages that are falling apart because they didn't receive the tools to learn how to deal with these challenges. On Guard Your Eyes, we hear all the time, why didn't anyone speak to me about these things when I was younger? So last year, we launched an initiative, a pilot program called the Yeshiva Shovim Initiative during the winter months. It's an incentive-based 50-day program that provides the boys with raffles and special events, but it gives them daily tips and tools and strategies to learn how to live in the digital age. They get short daily lessons and perspectives, and they work on Kedusha together as a group. This takes away a lot of the shame and isolation that surrounds this issue. We've reached last year 1,000 boys from over 150 yeshivas, and the feedback was tremendous. So many boys told us that they had their strongest winter zman ever. This year we want to reach 5,000 boys in Hashem. We want to present the yeshivas with a comprehensive package that includes our curriculum, material, and guidance for the staff. I had the schus to present this initiative to some of our gedolim this year.
The video.
There's a new program which is geared for teenage boys, Shiva Bochum, and I found it very, very effective.
It looks to me like it should be able to make a tremendous impact in Bochurim being able to be mismoded with the Mulchemes HaYetzer.
It's phenomenal. It's taka phenomenal. I know the field. I was blown away. I think that reach one more person is kedai every bit of hashkot. That's almost the pashas pshutai. There's no price to that.
Rabbi Isai, I flew down from Eretz Yisrael for just 24 hours, and I'm making a wedding for my daughter this Monday. It's crazy.
Mazel tov.
But we all know how crucial this is to Klal Yisrael and to our future generations. Please help us reach 5,000 kinderlach this year.
Yashikoyach of Yaakov. We now turn to the judges. Any questions from Rabbi Yaakov Nadel? Please stay there. Do we have any questions?
Why only 5,000?
Because it cost us 75,000 to reach 1,000 boys, so it's going to cost us $250,000 to reach 5,000. If we had 1 million, we'd reach 10,000, 20,000. It's scalable, but we need the funds. It's very hard to raise money today for Guard Your Eyes, so it's hard for us to take money from this and use it for prevention, because we're mainly intervention. So it's a little bit of a difficult challenge, but I figured that this is an opportunity for me to come down and present it as prevention, and hopefully Klal Yisrael together we can do this. We have to give our children the tools.
Any other questions?
I just want to say that when I was by the Torah Umesorah invited me 15 years ago to speak to the Gottdiener about Guard Your Eyes. The Novominsker Rebbe, Rav David Feinstein, and Rav Chaim Levine, they were all very impressed with Guard Your Eyes, but the Novominsker Rebbe, I still remember him saying, this is great for people who sind schon reingefallen in Gruber rein, but what about prevention? So I feel, Baruch Hashem, now we're finally doing something. Yeah, we send out their videos, we work with them. Yeah, Baruch Hashem. Exactly, it does, and we work with them together. Any other questions?
Okay, the judges, you have a big hand to Rabbi Nadel.
I'm off to the airport.
Okay, the judges are filling out their score. We are going to call up our next contestant, Rabbi Shraga Freedman of the Living Kiddush Hashem Foundation. Please come up. When you're ready?
Ready.
He's ready. Go.
If you look around, the Jewish people are explosive. The numbers are growing, our communities are bursting, schools, the numbers are incredible. We're very, very visible, incredibly visible. And it's also frightening because we are being scrutinized. We're under the global spotlight. Everyone's watching Klal Yisrael, the Jewish people. I believe that there's a tremendous opportunity here to fulfill our mission of living al Kiddush Hashem, to be focused, to be true ambassadors and reflections of Kedusha and Midas wherever we are. So our organization brings curriculum to schools, yeshivas, to create this awareness, to align every single Jew in everything that they do to this goal, to this mission. So it's not a Kedusha curriculum, it's not a Midas curriculum. It's a curriculum on developing, on awareness of our mission, of the mission of Klal Yisrael. I've seen the paradigm shift, incredibly change of mindset. There's a certain sense of responsibility, a certain sense that it's not all about me. I have to think about others, a sensitivity towards others, respect to every human being. If you look at every business, in order to be successful, they have to be attuned. Every employee has to know their mission and it has to be aligned with it. The Jewish people, in order for us to succeed, we have to know, every Jew has to know and understand their mission and be aligned with it. I would like to hear your Kiddush Hashem, Chil Hashem experiences in your world and how it might make a difference for Klal Yisrael. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't know why I feel like I'm the only one always coming to the microphone, but I don't think it's fair to have 5 incredible people get up here and present something and only one gets the gift. So I'm personally going to make sure that every person of the 5 get paid as in there. We have 6. So I'm going to ask my colleagues on here that we make a real Kiddush Hashem and we say everyone won, and we're going to make sure each one of you
Big
get
round of
$10,000.
applause. Ovations.
That's my contribution. Right? You like that?
Same here.
Very special.
And everyone was just.
Mikam Yisrael.
1 second, there's a 6. I didn't realize. He's going to get 2. Where's the 6?
We're announcing it. He's coming up next.
5, I'm sorry.
Yashikaya.
I feel really that a boy can learn Yeshiva for many years and comes out, comes to business, and you can't see that, it's 2 separate things. What you learn Yeshiva and business can be. So I hope that you can address that with your Kiddush, whatever it's called, living a Kiddush Hashem.
This started from Rav Solomon, and he used to really encourage us in the shmuzin to connect the dots. That you're racing to Seder, you're driving, and you're going to spend the next 4 or 5 hours of Limud Torah, which is the greatest Kiddush Hashem. It says, don't forget where you're headed. Connect the dots. You're learning in order to make Kaddish and Shemayim. So the driving, those couple minutes that you're out, you have to be sensitive in Derech Eretz and don't undermine what you're doing, so wherever you are. Thank you.
I think what you're doing is a tremendous Kiddush Hashem in general, so.
I just talk the talk, you walk the walk. Thank you.
Nice. Yep. Okay, our next contestant, Rabbi Moshe Bernstein from Florida, about celebrate simchas, not expenses. Please come up, Rabbi Bernstein. Okay, this is our 6th contestant. The clock is not running yet. Rabbi Bernstein, tell me when you're ready. Ready?
So one of the big challenges in building an out-of-town community is the inability to make a simcha locally. It's absolutely unaffordable to make a simcha, to make a wedding. And how do you feel part of a community? We expect our Rabbi and Moros to move from the tri-state to a city like mine in Miami, and they can't make a wedding. How do you feel part of it? What ends up happening is they go to the tri-state to make the wedding, where they have no friends. The Kal and Chassan have no friends. Even if sometimes their weddings, the people who both live in the same city in Miami, they go up to tri-state. To build a standalone hall is absolutely unaffordable, especially in today's day and age. It could cost $10, $15 million. It's not possible. So we have, I believe, a trailblazing concept that really could work if done properly, and it could be replicated. We're building right now, currently in the Yeshiva, a gym and dining room connecting. By building a very high end with a designer, we're able to build affordable weddings, which we could bring the cost of wedding down below $30,000 because we control the cost, but at the same time allow for high-end wealthy people to make weddings also. And that sort of makes it'll make it a self-sustaining project. We already have significant funders from New York who are helping us build this project, but we believe this could be done throughout the country and really allow us to continue building communities all over. I have renderings, I don't know if you could show them, to just give a sense to panelists what I mean.
Yashikayach. And in the meantime, we're now going to turn to the judges. Any questions from Rabbi Bernstein? No questions, by the way, is Shtika Kaida is a good sign. Let's see.
Okay.
Yashikayach, Rabbi Bernstein. Okay, now what we're going to do, everyone, a little bit of suspense here. Now, also, aside from how gracious, again, all the judges are, and Rev Ralph for jumping in. Also, we want to mention that there's going to be a second prize from Michael Appel of Red Cap Productions, that they are going to do a complete video for that organization, for that concept. So a special thank you to Michael for that. Yes. Okay, now in the other room, what they're doing is they're tallying up the scores. Now, it wasn't long ago, it was right Tuesday night. First of all, Tzvi Bloom has been tirelessly working on this project and has been here since Sunday. Just want to let you know Trump won. Okay. Okay. Now, in the next room, they're tallying it up. The good news is no one will have to stay up to 1:48 to figure out the winner. We should have it a little sooner, but it still may take a few minutes. So sit tight. We will announce the winners. Okay. First of all, again, a big yashikayach to everyone here in the room for participating at this great session. The winner, what basically is happening is because due to the generosity of Rav Ralph Hertzka and the team, everyone, all the contestants, the 6 contestants are each getting $10,000. Yashikayach. And the winner gets an extra 5 bonus. Okay. And then there's a second and third place that also get awarded. And the winner is number 3, although it was fantastic, is making Moyadim great again, Zman Simchaseinu, Rabbi Yitzchok and Dinner, Yashikayach. This second place winner, Rabbi Tzvi Soroka, about the mentoring program, Yashikayach. And that means you get a free video. That's correct, from Michael Appel. And the winner is Rabbi Yaakov Nadel of Guard Your Eyes. It was worth the trip from Eretz Yisrael, and Mazel Tov and the chasana you're making Monday night. Yashikayach to all. The session's next door, and there's going to be a mincha here now in the room. Yashikayach, and enjoy the rest of your stay at the National Torah Umesorah Convention.